Hey guys, how's it going? It's the 18th of July today, and I haven't posted in quite a long time, and I thought I would just post an update, which is actually when things are not going so well. Because I've made a lot of videos, and I guess I was thinking I was on the road to going back to normal, like functioning as a normal person. Um, but yeah, the last couple of months I've hit quite a bad crash. I mean, I'm still obviously sitting up and talking and stuff like that, but so maybe if you're comparing it to where I was 4 or 5 years ago when I was completely bedbound, I could barely move. I couldn't really talk, couldn't really had to have a blindfold on and all that kind of stuff. If you look back on my videos, you might see some of that. But yeah, I guess maybe 3 4 months ago, um, I was doing a kind of part-time horticulture course on Mondays and Tuesdays. I was doing a couple of hours of gardening for some neighbours on a Friday. I was going to the gym twice a week and doing a good amount of like push-ups and pull-ups and stuff like that. And yeah, the last couple of months, my activities kind of it's probably been cut in half. I've had to stop. I mean, luckily I finished my horticulture course anyway, which I had exams for in June, and that's potentially one of the reasons that's kind of contributed to me getting worse again. Is like there was a bit of pressure in that final uh, month or two to kind of get through the exams and cram all this knowledge in and stuff like that. So that's it's potentially one reason that could have contributed. I did also have a few different colds. I don't think it was COVID because the tests were negative, but definitely had a cold a couple of weeks ago, and that seemed to really hit me as well. And weirdly, it's been the fatigue that's been one of the main problems. I mean, the pain's still high, the pain's still always there, but the fatigue has been the real problem this time. So I've been really struggling just to stand up. My legs just feel like jelly. They just feel like completely exhausted. Um, so I've been really struggling to kind of get around the house and even do the basic stuff. Like last night, I had to have a shower, and ideally, I'd want to be having a shower, every day of the week, but I just haven't been able to, especially because we don't have like a walk-in shower kind of thing. But just stuff like that, cooking is another example. My family have had to do quite a lot of that for me. So yeah, things haven't been really too great. Um, so I think the exams for my course that I was doing in late June, as well as several colds, as well as maybe I was pushing myself at the gym quite a bit, um, and I was pushing myself and doing gardening for different neighbours quite a bit, and I think maybe all of that just kind of came to a head, and it's caused my system to kind of crash. So yeah, and I have been really worried that that's not just where it's going to end. That I'm kind of going back down the path to where I was, because it has been really rough and there hasn't been like any significant kind of the next one day I'm kind of feeling like, oh, I feel a lot better today. Um, I guess the last few days have been slightly better. I've actually went to the hospital today to have blood tests, but yeah, I had to kind of drive to the doctors to pick up a form and then drive to the hospital and then walk. I parked in the wrong car park, so I had to walk through all the hospital. So I'm pretty knackered now, and yeah, I just even the simple things, are getting kind of difficult. Um, so what I'm doing about it is I'm trying to be fairly proactive. Um, in that I've started counselling again. Just I haven't got a particular reason. I think people often like comment on my videos, "Oh, you've got depression" or whatever. I'm like, I don't have depression. I'm not, I'm not like, oh, life is not worth living. I love life. I love being able to do stuff again. It's just that the illness stops you from doing that, and then the negative thoughts come in. It's like, oh, I can't live the life I want to live because of the illness. So it's definitely not depression, but um, I think counselling can hopefully help me with some of those thoughts of, I'm so scared that this is going to get worse again. And obviously there's a practical benefit to kind of worrying to a certain extent, you know, just taking those precautions like I'm kind of going through. So the counselling is one of them, the meditation is one of them, so I'm trying to meditate for like 15-20 minutes a day just to kind of calm everything down, because I'm pretty sure that whatever the illness is, part of it's the immune system, because every time I get a cold it triggers all my other symptoms, the pain, the fatigue, etc. So there's some crossover with the immune system, but it's definitely the nervous system that seems to be kind of controlling everything, you know, like seems to be the problem. So yeah, the meditation is kind of a way for me to try and calm all of that down. What else am I doing? Just little things like just writing some positive points down at the end of the day, things I'm grateful for. So I've been doing that, as well as some kind of affirmations and stuff. Just try and get my nervous system into like a calm state. But it's all very difficult. It's very difficult to know if any of those things are having any effect. You know, it's kind of all a bit like kind of airy-fairy, and you're not quite sure if those things are going to really help. But it's kind of all I can do at the moment. So, and like I said, I've just had blood tests today, so hopefully that'll rule out anything else that might be contributing to it. And I've got a doctor's appointment next week just to let the GP know how everything's going, and then potentially, I don't know, I might kind of reach out to Leeds Hospital where I was admitted for 6 months a couple of years ago now. You know, I was discharged probably 2 years ago, just over. So I might get in touch with them and just be like, is there anything else I should be doing? You know, what can I do to kind of mitigate this crash? But yeah, I mean, I can actually feel the talking now. It just is causing the pain kind of get worse. So it's definitely it's definitely some elements of the illness that I used to struggle with kind of coming back. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know, just in case anyone follows. I think it's mainly because I don't want people to just get the idea that I went into hospital and then came out cured. You know, it's always been a really slow process of getting better, and then I've hit this real obstacle and it's set me back quite a lot, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to get back out of this. So it's just kind of showing people that, I don't know, it's not always straightforward, and there isn't really like a miracle cure to anything at the minute anyway. Let's hope. I'm kind of hoping that, you know, AI and more research will kind of really bring solutions for people with ME, because it's such a horrible illness. It just sucks the life out of you, and it's probably something in the nervous system that's just wrong. It's just going wrong, and it doesn't need to. There's no, you know, my leg isn't, I don't know, you know, like I've got pain in my head, but my head is okay. I've got pain in strong pain in my leg and my knee. It's not my knee that's the problem. It's the nerves and the nervous system that are kind of causing all of this. So I don't know, but anyway, just thought I'd let you guys know. And and also just, I probably will look at the comments on this video, but I probably won't be able to respond to all of them, because it still takes it out of me to kind of write and type and stuff like that. So sorry, my dog's just trying to get on the bed. I'll leave it there. So lots of love, guys, lots of peace. I hope everyone's doing okay, and just, you know, keep going with it. And I'll speak to you soon.